Okay, so this is about marketing and how Adidas uses marketing and different strategies that Adidas have used to draw in customers. Okay, so Adidas is a brand who are constantly aiming to be innovative and regularly creating new marketing campaigns and bringing in new relevant ambassadors for the company to ensure that they stay relevant and in the public eye. Adidas segments their brand into two main styles, demographic and psychographic. Demographic segmentation predominantly involves producing different products for males and females. Psychographic segmentation is mainly divided by personality, values, and lifestyle. Adidas's target audience is mainly 13 to 30-year-olds who are actively involved with sport. Adidas has developed various marketing campaigns and strategies to promote their company to target audience over the years. So there's an example of some marketing campaigns. There's Impossible or Nothing, All In or Nothing, Take the Stage, which is there on the screen to the picture, okay, which is of Tom Daley. It was released before the Olympics. And there's marketing strategies, so including cooperation with a famous designer, sponsor major events, improve brand awareness in less developed countries, and focus on customer needs. Okay, so marketing campaigns. Okay, so over the years, Adidas has come up with various marketing campaigns and taglines which aim to promote and improve the overall brand awareness. Impossible is Nothing was a campaign set up originally by Adidas in 2004, showcasing legendary boxer Muhammad Ali alongside alongside the now famous tagline. This campaign has stood the test of time as it's still used by Adidas alongside bold images of athletes who have pushed themselves to the limits and reached the pinnacle of their sport. This campaign proved to be successful immediately as there was a 125% increase in the use of this search term Adidas on the Yahoo homepage on the day of the ad, featuring Ali and Layla. Okay. Adidas also tend to use marketing campaigns alongside prestigious sporting events. An example of this was their Take Stage campaign, which was launched in 2012 in the build-up to the London Olympics. It featured athletes preparing for their event, including Tom Daley. And once the athletes had competed and some of them had won, they developed the campaign even further with the tagline "Take the Crown." This campaign and Adidas' sponsorship of Team GB allowed Adidas to ride the excitement of the Olympics and improve their sales by 15% according to the Financial Times. Okay, so some of the marketing strategies. So Adidas has been known to do joint ventures with successful designers and also increase exposure and sales of a product. A recent example of this is Kanye West's venture Yeezy, which created a major buzz around Adidas. Adidas also is known to sponsor major events, including the World Cup. This is huge exposure for Adidas because so many people, millions and millions of people watch the World Cup, and every time they switch it on, usually the football is made by Adidas. A lot of the shirts is made by Adidas. You see the boards are made by Adidas. The players wear Adidas football boots. It's everywhere. Okay, so their strategy, a big strategy for them is to be seen as much as possible. Then obviously we got improved brand awareness in less developed countries. So this links up with what we were talking about earlier about them trying to break into the Chinese market. Okay, using football as their get-in, but because football is growing in popularity over there, so by sponsoring a lot of the players and a lot of the teams, they're using that to break into a potential future huge market with football. Okay, so the marketing mix definition is simple. It's about putting the right products or a combination thereof in a place at the right time and at the right price. This is known as the 4 Ps of marketing. This includes product, price, place, promotion. Each element of the marketing mix is as important as each other, and all are important considerations for every single business venture. Okay, so the 4 Ps, product. It's very important that every business venture gets the product right and that there is a demand for it on the market. Okay, so you got to think, will the product sell? There are various different questions which you can ask yourself when creating a product to decide whether it's right, including, is it attractive to look at? How will the customer use it? Does it have a catchy name? Okay, the price. Getting the price right for the product is vital because if you go too low, your profit margins will be a lot smaller, or you may not make a profit at all. Go too high and you run the risk of pricing out customers. Okay, so place. Where the product is going to be sold and distributed is important because you'll struggle to sell football boots in a grocery shop. It's also important to try and get the right brand. So if you bring in your product to a brand, there's no point bringing a new pair of football boots to a brand which doesn't sell football boots because they're not going to be interested. So it's important that you get the right brand, right place for a product. Okay, promotion, how you advertise the product is really important because the customers can't buy if they don't know it exists. So it's important you do a good level of marketing, you market in the right places, and you market for your target audience. So if your target audience is between the ages of 13 and 30, you want to put it somewhere that they're going to see it. So likely that could be on the internet. Whereas, they're unlikely to hear it if you get it put on Radio 5. Okay? So using the 4 P's of marketing, I have created products which I believe would be perfect for the Adidas brand. And it's something that I feel that should be looked at and should be taken as a future product. Okay? So in the UK alone, there are 9.7 million fitness members, which show millions of people just in the UK are looking to stay fit and looking to find ways to keep fit. Lifting weights is a vital part of exercise. Government guidelines suggest that you should try to lift weights 3 times per week. Okay, it's also the way, if you want to, especially for guys, if you want to put on muscle, you've got to lift weights. Okay, so fitness and health is an industry that's on the up, but many people don't have time to go to the gym. Okay, so what if you can bring the gym home? Okay, so now what I've made is the digital dumbbell. Okay, so they may look like normal dumbbells, but using the latest technology, we've managed to allow you to digitally change the weight. Dumbbells can be set from anywhere between 0.001 kilograms to 60 kilograms. This means they can be set to light and carried anywhere easily. They also take up hardly any room because they're small. And it means you only ever need 1 pair of dumbbells. Okay, we're also looking to bring in some that can go heavier than 60 kilograms. Okay, but at the moment we believe 60 kilograms is a nice weight to start at. Okay, these can also be sold to gyms. I'm sure gyms would like to not have to, gym staff will not have to lug around 60 kilogram dumbbells anymore. They can just set them to 0.001, put them down. It doesn't have to be in a particular order anymore either. All set to 0.001. And then the person, when they pick them up, they can choose their desired weight and put them on the rack. Okay, so it's perfect. Okay, the cost to produce each dumbbell is £20. So we can make every dumbbell using the technology for £20. And we believe looking at the market. So at the moment there is a dumbbell which is similar, a lot smaller, and it doesn't go as heavy. But it costs around £399 because we've used the latest technology. We found a way to make it for cheaper, and we believe a good retail price, which will blow the other companies out the water, would be £100 per dumbbell. Okay, we believe that if Adidas gets behind this product and helps us with marketing and advertisement, we could sell 100,000 units in our first year. Okay, that is nearly a yearly sales total of £10 million. But I also believe that the future will be even brighter because I think with Adidas behind us, second year, third year, once everyone realizes that we found the future, okay, they'll move forward with us and everyone will want to have one. And I believe every gym will have one of these digital dumbbells, and everyone will have one in their house as well, so you can train at your home as good as you can at the gym without having to have your house full to the brim of weights. Okay, so yeah, this is why we believe Adidas is the perfect company, because it's respected, known worldwide. We also know that Adidas are always looking to make innovative investments, and this is innovative. It's the first real one of its kind, the groundbreaking technology. Okay, it will really put them ahead of Nike, push them up front in the top brand level. Okay, we also believe that the three stripe logo is very sleek and fashionable, and a lot of people are more likely to buy it because we believe the dumbbell will look nice with the three stripe on it. So I really hope that you'd consider investing in my product. Okay, so now I'm going to be talking about the economic influences which may affect Adidas. Okay, so there are multiple economic factors which can affect how much revenue Adidas bring in. This can include inflation, employment rates, interest rates, and recession. Each of these factors can affect on a multinational company such as Adidas. Okay, so recession. In the year 2009, at the peak of the recession, Adidas was hit incredibly hard by the recession and reported that profits dropped by 97% that year. They reviewed and eventually shut down multiple retail stores and closed many regional offices across Europe and Asia, meaning loads of employees lost their job. To put that into perspective, Adidas made over £1 billion of profit last year. Okay, so for them to lose 97% of that, that's 997 million. Okay, so £997 million was lost because of the recession. So that hit them hard. Okay, so employment rates. Higher unemployment rate will mean a lower amount of spending on goods. There'll be more of a demand for lower price items, and business could be affected by the increased possibility of crime. Because if people aren't getting employed, they're more likely to commit crimes to get money. However, a higher unemployment rate would mean it would be easier to find staff, and the staff that you do have, the staff that you trust, may be less inclined to leave because there's less jobs out there. Okay, inflation. When inflation occurs, the price of everyday items increases, meaning the value of the pound will decrease. For this reason, Adidas would have to increase the price or take a cut to their profit. Inflation can also lead to a recession and an increased chance of higher unemployment rates. Okay, and then we have interest rates. A higher interest rate can negatively affect a business because customers will have to pay more money to lenders and therefore have less money for spending. Also, businesses with an overdraft will struggle because they will have to pay a higher rate of interest. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about the legal influences which may affect Adidas or any multinational company. Okay, when it comes to business, there are various different laws in relation to different areas that can have an effect on sports organisations such as Adidas. A type of areas which these laws cover include health and safety, discrimination and treatment of employees and consumers. Okay, so the first one is discrimination. So numerous laws have been passed to prevent employers from discriminating against their employees on the basis of gender, sexual orientation, disability, race, and religion and marital status. These laws include the Race Relations Act 1976, which obviously was put in place to prevent racial discrimination. The Equal Pay Act, which was there to prevent companies being able to pay one gender more for the same job. Okay, the Sexual Discrimination Act, which is in place to prevent sexual discrimination for men or women, and the Disabilities Discrimination Act of 1995, which prevents discrimination to disabled people. Okay, recently Adidas were accused of discriminating against a Paralympian for not sponsoring her because she doesn't wear shoes when she competes because she is in a wheelchair. Okay, she believed that Adidas refused to sponsor her because of that reason. Okay, then we've got health and safety. Okay, there are various laws in place to protect workers and to ensure employees keep up a high standard or risk the possibility of being sued. These laws include the Display Screen Equipment Regulations in 1992, okay, the Health and Safety Welfare Regulations, and the Management of Health and Safety at Work Act. Adidas state on the website that they take health and safety very seriously and the well-being of employees and customers is always a priority. Okay, then we've got the treatment of employees. Businesses also have laws to abide which protect employees from mistreatment. An example of a law is the Employment Act 2002. Adidas was seen to have breached this when it came to news attention that they were allegedly forcing children to work 15 hours a day for less than $60 a month in countries where their factories were. So, for example, in Indonesia and Asia. Okay. Consumers. There is also a law in place to protect consumers from being mistreated. This is the Fair Trading Act. So this prevents consumers for selling goods that aren't good enough to be sold, or goods that aren't real, or goods that are dangerous. Okay, so that's the end of my presentation. This is just some references that I used to get a lot of the information. Some of it all coming from different reliable sources. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this.